What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Eliel, and welcome back to another video. And as I promised, today I'll be showing you guys my trading strategy, which I use to trade every day. I will be showing you guys some of the things. I obviously can't show you everything, but definitely you guys you will learn something in this video. So I want you guys to drop a like button, because this video I really took a lot of time to prepare this lesson. So if you can just drop a like button, I will really appreciate this. And also please, I want to see 100 likes in this video. If I don't get 100 likes on this video, I won't make another video like this. So you guys just show some love, because this is all free information. If you can just drop a like button and subscribe, it will really mean a lot to me, guys. So yeah, let's just jump straight to the video. So today's video we'll be talking about liquidity concept. What is liquidity concept? Let's just go straight to it. So this is the strategy which I always trade. It's a strategy which I developed it, and it's slowly making me profitable, guys. So I just wanted to share with you guys. Obviously, as I said, I won't share everything with you guys, but the most important things I will share with you guys. So yeah, okay, so what is liquidity concept? Liquidity comes from the word liquid, and what is liquid? Liquid is water. What is water measured in? It is measured in volume. You understand? So basically what liquidity is volume in the market. Where there's volume in the market, that's what liquidity is. So that's basically what liquidity is for people who don't know what liquidity is. So basically we'll be looking at types of liquidity. Sorry guys, we'll be looking at types of liquidity. Number one, we have a swing high and swing low. Those can be considered as liquidity. We have session liquidity, we have daily highs and daily lows, we have support and resistance, we have trendline liquidity, we have double tops and double bottoms, and a lot of more, you see. So I'm gonna be breaking down for you guys some of these liquidity concepts which I use and how I trade them. I won't explain everything, obviously, because I don't want this video to be too long. So without wasting time, let's jump to the first one. And the first one, it is swing high and swing low. You understand? So in the definition which I got for you, what is swing high and swing low? This is a price peak that is higher or lower than the previous price. It represents a potential support or resistance level, right? This area is where liquidity sits, because a lot of traders or a lot of people are looking to trade from these levels. You understand? So let me just explain to you guys in the chat term what is liquidity. Let's go to my trading view quickly so that I can show you guys what I mean. So if you can go here, right? Let's say our price, we're in a downtrend, right? And downtrend, the trend goes low, it makes lower highs and lower lows, right? Just like this. Cool. So as you can see, this is what we call the swing high and swing low. This is a swing high, this is a swing low. This is a swing high, this is a swing low. So that's how, this is what a swing high and swing low is, right? So depending on what trend we are in, right? If we're in a downtrend, this is considered as a strong swing, and this is considered as a weak swing, right? So depending, if we're in the uptrend, let me just show you guys on the uptrend, right? Now let's say we're in an example of an uptrend like this. So this is considered as a weak swing, and this is considered as a strong swing. Why? Because the liquidity is usually targeting the weak swing, right, where the market is actually moving. This will be a weak swing. So most of the time in the market, right, price will always sweep or manipulate one of the swings. It's either the swing high or the swing low. If we're in a downtrend, price will always manipulate the swing low, and if we're in the uptrend, price will always manipulate the swing high, just like that. So basically there is ways where we can find potential opportunities during this. So we always wait. For example, right, for example, if we're in a downtrend, right, if we're in a downtrend, this is our downtrend. What usually happens is that price will first manipulate the swing highs, right, but the weak ones, not the strong one. This is a weak low, this is a strong high, right? What do I mean by that? This will barely be manipulated, or it will barely be swept, right? They will always manipulate this because this is the strongest. So basically this will never be manipulated, and this will always be manipulated because this is lower, this is weaker than this, right? Most of the time traders, they're looking to sell. That's why this will most of the time it will be hard for this to be manipulated. Obviously there's small swings in between this, which we call them the minor structures or the substructures. This will always be manipulated, but this big swing will never be manipulated because we are in a downtrend, you understand? So most of the time we'll always be looking for this minor or substructures to be manipulated, right, and get into our zone which we're looking for, and get a sell for us to come and sweep this low, right, just like that. So I'm gonna show you guys quickly this type of example in actually the live chart, in actually the charts, right? Okay, now let's go quickly through the chart. This is what I prepared for you guys, right? Obviously, as you can see clearly, we're in a downtrend, right? We're clearly in a downtrend. So I'll start to explain you guys from here. So what basically do I mean? Look at this, right? We're in a downtrend. This is our swing high, this is our swing low. This one is stronger than this. This is weak because price is targeting this because we're in a downtrend. It will be very hard for this to be swept. Why? Because it is a strong weak it's a strong swing, and this is a weak swing because price will always be targeting this. So what will always be waiting is for price to be targeting this minor swings or minor structures or substructures to take out, so that we can get something to mitigate on and sell, right? And this example, let me show you. As you can see here, this is our liquidity, right? If you are looking to buy here like other traders did, you will be manipulated. So always wait for price to manipulate some of the swings. For example, like this, our minor structures was manipulated, and that's when you can now look on your left to find a trade such as an order block or something. Before you even think of taking a trade in such thing, first of all, you need to use a Fibonacci, right? And I'm gonna explain to you guys how I set this Fibonacci in a later stage. First I want you guys to grasp to understand this. I want you guys to understand really well this strategy or how it goes, right? You're gonna measure your swing high and your swing low, right? Since we're in a downtrend, what we're gonna be looking is for price to come in our discount zone for us to be able to sell, right? So this is our swing, this is our weak swing, obviously, because we're waiting for price to manipulate this, right? After the manipulation, now you're gonna look at your discount zone, things like order blocks, fair value gaps. I'm gonna explain this in a later stage, how you enter and how to find confirmation before entering in this type of trade. But right now I just want you to understand the whole concept of how I trade, right? Right here you can see there's an order block. We're in a discount zone. So what you want to do is you want to take a trade right here, obviously after confirmations, which I will share at a later stage, as you can see, right? Okay. Okay, so as you can see, if you're targeting right here, this is your first target. This is where your first target will be, and this, as you can see, close to a 1 to 4, right? Wait. So yeah, right there, you see, you put it below your key area, and then you enter the trade. This is close to a 5R, you understand? This is your phase 2 passed right here, because most of phase 2 it requires 5R trade. So a 5%. If you are risking 1% right here, you pass your phase 2 in just one trade. So yeah, this is how you measure it. And let me show you guys just another example, right? Right here, another example. We're in a downtrend. You take your Fibonacci, right? You measure it. You're looking for a discount zone right here. This is my high and this is my low. I'm looking for our discounted price, which is up here, right? This one, obviously, it will be I'm waiting for this to get manipulated first. After the manipulation, I look for an order block, which is right here, or a fair value gap, and I enter from one of these levels right here, as you can see. I put price just below my key area, and I'll be targeting obviously this low, which will give me a 1 to 2, or I can target the initial low, which is this one, which will give me something close to a 3R, as you can see. So this thing will always happen. Let me show you just another example. This thing will always happen. as you can see right here, this is my high, this is my low right here, right? Where's our discounted zone is in these levels right here. You wait for price to actually sweep one of our swing structures or our minor or our substructures in these levels. If you guys don't understand my what is substructure and minor structure, go and watch the old video of how I was teaching supply and demand levels. Go and check out that video for you to understand what I'm talking about. So yeah, we wait for price to come in our discounted zone. We wait also for price to take out the liquidities, because you can see this is the first liquidity, and this is the second one. Obviously this is the highest or the most highest supply zone which we can trade from, and price came back there, you know, with some of confirmations which I'll teach you guys later on. You enter price, you put it just below here, and you target, where's your first target? Right here. You understand? And what happened? Price smashed our take profit. This thing will always happen if you guys just know how to use this liquidity concept. You understand? And this is my first one, which most of the time I'll always use, which it's basically we look for our liquidity concept. I use my Fibonacci levels, and there's a lot more on like confirmation and all that, which I'm gonna share with you guys in a later stage. So now let's jump to the second liquidity concept, which I always look at. Okay guys, I'm back with another one. Okay, this is now my second favorite liquidity concept, which I use it for myself. You know, if you use guys, if you guys, you can use this really well, believe me, like you can really make profit. Like you can really become a profitable trader with just this trading concept alone. You understand? I will not dive very deep into it. I just want you guys to understand it. You understand? So if you guys want to learn more of such videos, just join my Telegram group, and we're currently like 46 people. You can join. The link will be on the description below. And also, you know, yeah, I'm gonna just explain after the video. So the next liquidity concept which I love looking is the daily highs and a daily low. You see, this is the highest or lowest point of the day. Obviously I'm talking about the previous day. You see, depending on the order flow, the wick swing gets manipulated most of the time. What do I mean by this? Let's just go to the chart so that I show you guys what I mean when I'm with what I'm saying, right? Okay, so as you guys can see, right, yeah, we can start from here. I marked this for you guys to understand. Let me just show you guys a sketch for you guys to understand. So what do I mean, right? Obviously, let's say we're in a downtrend, obviously, because Euro USD has been on a downtrend these days. So now let's say we're in a downtrend, right? Let's just say we're in a downtrend. Sorry, like it's really not the neatest, but I just want you guys to understand something, right? Okay, now let's say we're in a downtrend, right? This, I'll mark this. This, let's say it was our yesterday's high, and this was basically yesterday's low. Sorry, this was basically what's wrong? This was basically yesterday's low. This again was the other day's high, and this was the other day's low, right? So this is the highest day, the highest point of let's say Wednesday, and this is the highest point of the lowest point of Wednesday, and this is the highest point of Thursday, and this is the lowest point of Thursday, and we're currently Friday, right? It's just an example. So what usually we look to happen, right? Let's say we're in a downtrend. What we usually want to see is that price to first tap. Usually what happens is that if we're in a downtrend, price will always manipulate the lowest point of the day, right? And if we're in an uptrend, price will always manipulate the highest point of the day. So what you usually look is to find some sort of confirmations, some sort of areas for us to enter during the day, right? So that we can sweep yesterday's low or yesterday's high. You see, for example, this is what was yesterday's low, and this was yesterday's high, right? And today, I mean, let's say this was Thursday. This is now this one was Wednesday. Now let's say this is Friday, Thursday, right? On Thursday, what happened is that we come to these areas. We now look for a point to buy right here. We look on our left to find some sort of order blocks or favorite gaps to enter. And what happens? It taps us in. And what do we look to do is to manipulate yesterday's low, right? And this is what happens. You see, And then also on Thursday, what happens is that price, we have Thursday's highest point and Thursday's lowest point. Since we're in a downtrend, we will look for price to come and manipulate and find us and tap us some sort of order block on top here, or fair value gap, for us to manipulate the lowest point of the day of yesterday, right? So this is basically, I hope you guys understand what I mean. Now let me just show you guys in form of charts what do I mean by this, right? So this is what I prepared for you guys. This is the high, this is the low, this is the high, this is the low, this is the high, this is the low, and this is the high, and this is the low. So what usually happens, right? Obviously there is tools which we use, like Fibonacci's areas. Like, let me just show you guys quickly what do I mean by this, right? We're gonna take our Fibonacci, we measure it, right? This is the previous days, right? We measure it. So what do we want to do? We want to look for something to mitigate us in the in our discount zone, right? And from what I can see here, we have a beautiful area right here, which is our demand zone, our supply zone, right? This is our supply zone. What do you see right here? Price taps our supply zone really good, and we obviously, there's confirmations which I will teach you guys later on. You enter right here, you put price just below the zone, and what do you look to target? You target this price right here, the lowest point of yesterday, right? Or if that's too far, you can also be targeting some zones like this or right here, right? But most of the time, price will always manipulate the lowest point of the day, right? And what happens here, if you can look, after some days, price ended up sweeping that, as you can see, right? But if you do not want to take too long to wait, you can always look for areas like these zones to look for. And as you can see, price still tapped it, a 1 to 3, beautiful. But if you waited from here, you're gonna get close to a 1 to 6, 1 to 6.3. Yeah. And then the next day, what happened is that this now becomes our highest point of the day, and this becomes our lowest point of the day, and this becomes our highest point of the day. Now the same thing, you now look to for price to mitigate, to take out the low of the day, since we're in a downtrend. And I take my Fibonacci level, right? Let me delete this one. I take my Fibonacci tool, I measure the highest point of the day and the highest point and the lowest point of the day. I now look to now trade in the our discounted zone right here. What happened? I find an order block which is beautifully right here. What did price end up doing? It tapped us in, and what you can do, obviously with confirmations, which I'll teach later on, you enter, you put just below this point, and then you look to target the lowest point of the day, which is right here, right? And what do you see? Price taps it very well, a 1 to 2 and 0.6, and it's a beautiful trade. Like, this thing will always happen. The next day again, same thing. If we measure our Fibonacci tool, we find an area to trade. I'll show you guys how to find properly these areas, right? It tapped us in, and what does it look is to sweep the low point of the day, and which it just did. Like, this thing will always happen if you guys know how to use it properly, right? I do not want to make this video long, but this is what I can explain for you guys so far. If you did enjoy this video, please drop a like button and subscribe, right? Yeah, basically what will happen is that I'm currently in a way of creating a course, right? As I said in one of my videos, that obviously I'm looking for ways to create income for myself. You know, I cannot only rely on trading, so I'm also in the process of creating courses, my first course. And I hope you guys, like, for those who want to learn more about this type of strategies on how I trade, you can buy my course. It's very cheap. I'm not yet, it's not yet on the market. I'm still like trying to prepare it very well, because I want it to really help you guys. I want it to have so much information so that, you know, once you buy it, it really makes you a profitable trader. You see, I'll teach you guys basically everything which I know about the market and how I understand the market, you see. So yeah, for now, it's still like I haven't yet finished it. I'm still in a process for creating it. But if you guys want to support me, you see, like as your brother, then you can definitely purchase my course later on, which I'm gonna inform you guys on when it's gonna come out. And you can actually join my Telegram group to find more information and to see how I usually trade on my daily basis, because I do send my analysis during the day. And yeah, we win together, guys. So yeah, and my goal in this thing is for us to all be profitable, you see, because like I'm not yet like in a level where I can say You know, I'm a professional trader, but I don't know a lot about the market, you see. So it's not bad if I can share my information on how I understand the market and how I trade. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys got value in this video. Anyways, it's your boy Eliel, the one signing out. Peace.